All right, I think we're good to go. Let me move this down here a little bit. And turn on my volume a little bit more over here. There you go, boy. All right, hey, Wojak. Oh, dude, bro. My dog wants pets, so when I'm using my mouse, he just puts his head underneath my arm. There you go. Here, give my dog a little snack here. One of these little thingamajiggers. Here you go, boy. There you go. As soon as you give him a snack, he runs away. He's like, I gotta go eat this. Give me a few seconds to set everything up here, guys, but I wanted everything to kind of look somewhat decent here. And in fact, I wanted to add one thing. I just started paying for something here a few days ago. See if I can get it up here for you. I ended up paying for some whale data type stuff on Trading Light. I told you guys I would, so I'm going to add this onto the screen very fast. Add the chart. See, it's this platform right here. So, tells a little bit where the blocks of trade are, where we have some levels of support and whatnot, and where we're pretty much falling down. And we have a little bit of support, but it does not really much support for us as far as the whales are concerned. We might fall down here for a little bit more. But this is not what I'm concerned about at the moment. We'll talk about this a bit more. Hey, Chef, my man. Hope you're doing well. I need to start not talking loud into the mic. I'm realizing that my mic is really good, so I need to just keep my voice at a medium tone, and everything should work out from here. So give me a second here, guys, while I set this up. And let me see if I'm able to do this over here. All right. Need to add up some stuff here, but we should be good. Hey, Gold 8K. Hey, John. So today, guys, the stream's gonna be a little bit different. This is gonna be sorry, I'm not used to having my camera over there. It's gonna be a longer stream. If you guys haven't noticed, I moved my desk into my living room. It's just gonna be one of those longer days where we're just gonna be talking about crypto and the markets. We're also I'll spend some of my time here actually maybe getting some food eventually here, but I'm going to be looking for options plays and different plays in both the crypto and regular markets to kind of see what's going on here. And maybe placing some trades. Usually I place trades though at the end of the day, end of the trading day, not really in the beginning of the day. Unless I'm doing day trading, which is a little bit different. I did do a day trade this morning on puts, and I made like a quick 100%. I was really happy with myself. Now give me 1 second here. Google. Okay, let me go here. I think that did the trick. Done. There we are. Okay. This data here. I want to see how big I can get this where it's still readable. You know. Because for the most part, you guys really don't need to know what's behind this as far as these things, because it's going to be changing all day. It's not going to just be your normal stuff. And now I can move this all the way over there, and I should be good. All right, perfect. Okay. One last thing I need to do here is just shift this up a little bit, and then I need to make this go down. There we go. Perfect. Below the Bitcoin price. See. There you go. Hey, Jack. I just saw your message on Discord on my watch of all things. A YOLO call for SPY is not a bad idea right now, especially because we're due for a rebound too, a short-term rebound. So remember that when you're selling it. But yeah, we are due for a move here. And I also got my tea and everything. Hey, Bitcoin BMW, thanks. I know I've been looking to change the name for a while here. I just now finally got the opportunity to do it. I'm waiting on a friend to send me some graphic designs for my channel art because that's still old. But I'll be pretty happy to see where I can go from here. Hey, I basically changed the name of the YouTube channel because people kept on like finding random ways to message me in my personal life, so I was like, I don't like that. So I'll change it back later on once I have like some security type stuff. So it'll probably be Breakout City for a long time. Or you guys know how I have that second channel. I'll probably end up just making that one Michael Investing or something, Investing with Michael, something like that. And then I'll be doing some more tutorial stuff on that one. I'm probably just gonna end up doing 2 channels here, but I'll see how the hell that works out. I'm waiting for my mom pretty much to get better, that I can really get back into doing as many videos as I want to. One of the reasons I moved my desk into my living room is my desk is normally in my bedroom here. I like it just waking up, going straight to my desk and working. Well, she didn't want to like get out of my out of my office space while I was working. She just wanted to stay in bed. So I was like, fine, I'll just move my desk in here, you know, and it's fine. But and I got the TV rolling on in the background, so I'm enjoying it so far. But guys, give me a few seconds. We're gonna talk about Bitcoin, the regular markets. Everything bad happening. We'll look at some news articles about the war, a potential war with Ukraine. I don't know if anything else as big is happening right now, but we'll be watching a lot of that type of stuff today. What's it here? All right, so there we go, guys. Do that, and then one thing I need to figure out here. My dog keeps on trying to get free treats. No treats for you, Loki, right now. You just got a treat. All right. Why is this? Maybe that'll work out over there. Okay, sorry. My Bitcoin ticker keeps reading. Oh my gosh, okay. He wants a treat. He's spoiled. There you go. Take the treat and run. Oop. Alrighty. So for now, guys, let's take a look at Bitcoin. Oh, sorry. One last thing here. See, I'm always what do you call, messing this up. And let's go here. Redirect. There we go. I'm just resetting the other stream as well. Like I said, this is going to be a longer day, like a long stream. So we'll be going over a whole bunch of stuff, but I want to make sure that everything else is taken care of, so I don't really have to do stop the stream too much. Go over here. There we go. Anyone? I think we're good to go. Okay, sorry about that, guys. All right. So first, let's talk about Bitcoin, and then from there we can really talk about, you know, Dow Jones, everything else. I'll be looking up, like I said before. Let me pull up CNBC. We'll be going over the war stuff, economic stuff, just a whole general bad vibe that's going on. And then I also have Finviz on here, and we'll be going over lots of plays that you guys can be buying right now, or breakdowns. So you guys can be buying puts. You can be opening up short positions or buying calls. We'll talk about everything you guys can do, and we'll set up some scanners over here in the next few minutes or so. Let's see. Hey, Shu, why is the USA getting involved in sending resources to Europe and help fight their battles? We perceive it to be in our national interest. Probably, we don't want to see the expansion of Russia and stuff like that. It's a weird thing to be doing. We're trying to be the global, what's that movie we had of the puppets? World police type thing. It's probably not going to end up too well. The sanctions that we do will eventually hurt the United States economy, but maybe it'll peg Russia down a couple levels, which would be good for us long term. There's going to be a lot of madness because of this, and there's going to be a lot of people like you, and you know, anti-war versus pro-war, or you know, there's going to be a huge thing about it pretty soon. The media is not doing a good job covering about what people think about this, so that's for sure. All right, so let's talk about Bitcoin here, guys. Looks like we took another leg down yesterday. Bro broke down below support. Bro, you can't be doing that. Sorry, my dog is Pup's trying to get some free stuff again, and I'm not giving him any free food this time. He has water. He just had breakfast. He'll be chilled. All right. Um, so this is Bitcoin right here. I'm gonna actually put Bitcoin over here for a second because I believe we stopped at a Ganfan level. There we go. Yeah. So there's a Ganfan level here on the 5-minute chart. Stopped right at it on the daily, tapping on it. So I would assume over the next few days we're probably going to come down even more. We'll see what happens if we close below the 34,000. If that does happen, this is our real last Ganfan level, and I would assume after that we're going to be heading back down here towards the $30,000 range for Bitcoin. After that, we'll see if we fall down below this. If we do end up falling down below this low right here, let me just make sure I get the right one. 28,805. I would suspect we're going to have a pretty sizable drop back down here to about $18,000 for Bitcoin. So that's just a heads up. There's a reason I told you guys the best opportunity for that final stop loss, as we put it, was right down here at the neckline. Right there at the neckline. Probably should have been this 3-to-1 Ganfan level, but I wanted to have a little bit more hope in my heart. And we've fallen down a considerable amount since then. You've probably seen a lot of your altcoins breaking down here as well. Let me go over here to YouTube, my YouTube playlist. Ethereum had that last breakdown right here, right there, then proceeded to fall like a rock. The original breakdown for Ethereum, of course, was all the way back over here. Sheeb just freaking, it's volatile. If you guys wanted to trade it, definitely volatile. Oh, you did not mess with my wires on the bottom. Most of these crypto that I'm looking at right now, they're all falling and breaking down below new support levels today, yesterday. So as far as the altcoin market looks, it still wants to come down more, guys. Matic, you saw a few days ago. What did I tell you? I told you the day it broke down. Hey, Matic just broke down. And people were saying, well, it didn't fall that much. But, boom, there we go. ADA broke down a while ago. ADA's breakdown was actually way back here. And it just broke down again here today. So again, watch out for a lot of this stuff. Everything seems to be breaking down below some type of key level. Breakdown. Litecoin broke down a while ago. Broke down below support. This support, it's going to break down below this support today if I actually just drag this level right here. It's going to break down below that one, but it still has support there. EOS broke down a couple days ago. A couple more here. So my point is, there's been breakdowns for a while now. Until something really great happens in the crypto market, it's okay to sit with the cash. Like, don't really buy much right now. That's what I'm looking at. I'm very happy to just sit down and just look at options while I wait for the crypto market to do okay. What I'm doing right now is only buying small amounts, and that's only in case something really crazy happens. But I mean, it's truly small amounts of money. And those are going into my longer-term position boxes. They're not necessarily swing trades where I expect to make money over the next few days. If you're expecting to make money off the next few days, I would really wait for some type of bullish movement to happen on Bitcoin or Ethereum in particular, that'll really lead us forward here. Until then, just kind of be patient with all this. You can even see Solid's at support over the next few hours. We have, I don't know, another like 10 hours or something like that before the daily candle closes. You could definitely see Sol breaking down here and then heading back down to $57 from 85. So these losses can definitely accelerate. You're seeing right here, FTM, we talked about the multiple levels of, it could break down. 1 broke down here, 2 break down here, could have a 3rd breakdown here. Then this would be the final level of support you would see on it for a while, because this used to be a former level of resistance. Looks like everything's heading into death cross territory, though. All right, so done with crypto for now. We'll come right back to it. Let's go to the Dow. And you're seeing the Dow today breaking below support. Same with the S&P 500, breaking down below support. I don't know about the NASDAQ. NASDAQ also breaking down below support. So we're heading over into full-on correction territories here. I can say with very certain confidence that death crosses are going to be upon us and the major indexes very, very soon. And then I would assume we might have some short-term recovery before having a larger correction. Now, the war may affect that correction, but right now it's, it's not going to be fun. So let me go here. right there. All right. Hey, Crypto Fauci. Love this later morning shows, at least for the East Coasters. Hey, yeah, I'm trying to do more early morning stuff, especially for the stock market and kind of a brief crypto update. And today's, I'm still having trouble after COVID, but I have my tea here, so I should be okay. But the main gist, guys, here is it's okay to not be buying much stuff. The way I've been profiting so far is by buying shorts and buying puts. If you guys looked at the YouTube channel here this morning, or maybe YouTube doesn't post that much stuff that I like here. If I go over here and I go to my channel and I go to community, you guys will see I posted one of the YOLO puts that we had a while back. So I bought the YOLO put that I told you guys about. You guys bought a lot more high risk YOLOs than I did, but you guys know how conservative I can be when I do my calls just to protect you guys. But those calls were up 545% today. I only bought 5. These were 5 cheap calls, and then boom, the profit so far has been amazing on those ones. And I think, hold on. And I bought them the same day I made the video. So that 5 days, 500% profits, not bad if you ask me. I will be doing more videos like this here pretty soon. I'll be adding B-roll footage to them and stuff like that. So keep an eye out for those ones. For now, though, we're going to be doing this today in the video. So for now, I'm just going to hop on Finbit. Dude, calm down. My dog really wants to play. And he wants little butt scratches and stuff like that. There you go. Okay. Let's see. Hey, good morning, Byford. Let me do one thing here right now, guys. Let me just get the screener set up. I'll do this actually by hand in case you guys wanted to follow me. Although, if I hit this, do you guys actually see the drop down? You guys do see the drop down. You guys won't see the country one I do over here, but that's not too important. I'm just doing country United States. You won't see me use this this quadrant over here anymore. You can see the mouse on the right hand side. Yeah, you won't see anything over there. I need to have average volume over 500,000. I'm doing a simple one because we're going to be looking at a bunch of stuff here. And I just want it to be optionable and shortable. Dude, what? He has his head poking up between my legs. Like, dude, what do you want? Here. There you go. You are the neediest dog in the world. Biggest baby. Now you know what my average work day is like. Trying to work, dog comes along, and he's like, hey, I could really use some pets right now. I need to have a Loki camera or something like that for you guys. There you go. Okay, you happy now? What? Oh. Hey, oh, my mother's healthcare person's here. Hey, Loki, get down. Loki. Okay. As you guys know, my mom is living in my room basically because she doesn't live on the first floor story. So she's in my room right now, and her healthcare person is here, and she might see her walking around or whatnot. Just as a heads up, I don't think it's gonna cause any problems, but just in case you hear like a noise or something. Okay, market cap. All we want is above 2 billion, so mid over 2 billion. Uh, from here, that's normally all I look at, but I want to find some easy stuff here. So what I'm going to be looking for today is stocks that are still up that have the opportunity to have larger downward trends because of everything going on. So I'm going to be looking for puts right now because here, that's what we'll do. Hold on. And within that, we can probably find some opportunities for breakouts. But the way this is set up, it's normally for breakouts, but the way the market conditions are right now, it's mostly going to show me stuff that's not looking so hot. So I'm going to be looking for stocks that are over the dude over the 20-day moving average and over the 50-day moving average and over the 200 daily moving average. And that'll bring us down to about 15 here. So this is a really short one list. We'll look at we'll take the 200 one off in a second. Let me just go over here very fast. I guess no, that hasn't broken down yet. Anything here that I see that's like worth it? No. Nuva. That's one right there. So what I'm doing is I look at these very fast. You can kind of imagine a trend line. I'm imagining, hey, what's close to breaking down here? What hasn't broken down, but what's close to breaking down? So actually, let me get away from the 200 moving average now. That's good. Takes us up to 70. Take a sip of tea here. Clorox. No, I'm not going to mess with Clorox. Clorox is too involved with the COVID. So if there's a COVID spike, Clorox. Well, no, shouldn't. Here, hold on. I'll do it just in case. CAG. We're basically just going to be building a watch list today over the next few days. And I'll do videos about them in the future. No. Flower foods. No. That just broke down, but it's too late now. Hershey. Hershey's too bullish for me at the moment. Let's see. And after I do this and I start, doing some technical analysis on these plays, feel free to ask me about any stocks that you personally are looking at, and I'd be happy to help you out. I just want to get a short list of what's going on here. Ooh. We talked about Phillips Morrison. I'm about to sell some of my shares in that one. But I might buy puts on the way down. Vonage. That's too cheap. Oh. Price. Over 50. That's what I forgot. Optionable, shortable, USA, mid. Looks like a lot of stuff has been falling. There's only 35 stocks above $2 billion, over $50 basically, that are above their 50-day moving averages. Yowza. It's not even about that? Okay, hold on. 50 should be fine. Let's get rid of the 20. There we go. Sometimes you just gotta adjust this type of stuff. Break support? No, this is a little bit longer time. Well, Berkshire Hathaway just fell like a rock. That broke down a couple days ago. Bristol Myers, that could definitely be a good play later on. No. I missed it. I'm not going to chase it. Aerospace and defense, that's fine. All right, one more page, and I think we'll have enough to just kind of do some technicals on them. And then we got to actually check out the liquidity within those options markets. Oh. One more. Charles Schwab. Bankers lose money. All right, that's fine. All right. Now we have a decent list of what's going on here. We're going to start off with this one right here, Nuva. And I'll be adding these on a certain playlist as long as they look okay. Nuva. Okay, this hasn't really had too bad of a time over the last few years. This thing's been pretty stable. It hasn't broken down like a bunch of other plays here, so we would only buy puts on this if it actually did break down here. So there we go. It's close to having a move down, probably down here to about 53 bucks or so. This is something I'll add to the watch list, but it's not time to buy it just yet, okay? You want to wait for it to close down below the white line here. Let's go to the 4-hour chart. We're waiting for it to close down below this line here. If it manages to close down below it, awesome. If it doesn't, don't buy it. It's just something on your watch list for now. Actually, before I do that, I have a stand for my phone somewhere, but I don't know what I did with it. Nope. Okay, whatever. What I have to do is I have to go over to Webull, or better yet, TD Ameritrade. I'm going to go TD Ameritrade very fast. And what I'm going to do is go over here to live trading. All I'm doing is just going over to TD Ameritrade, and I'm making sure that the options that I have an opportunity to buy, they look okay, basically. February 18th calls. I guess that's fine. Those are the next ones. And if I wanted to buy something like this, the market for these isn't looking too good, so I wouldn't really be buying this after all. If you wanted to short this like a regular person and not buy puts, you can definitely do that. But for right now, the way I'm looking at the options market, it's not worth it. So there's one down, Clorox CLX. This one actually has some good liquidity. I know that for a fact. Clorox company. See, it doesn't work with this one then. All right, I'll wait this one out a little bit longer, but definitely on the watch list. CAG's still going to be a little bit further off, but we need to find stuff that hasn't broken down. You don't want to be chasing anything here. CAG. There we go. Nope, still has some time. This looks like it could actually go up even higher. Huh. Looking at a golden cross here pretty soon, so this might be actually worth just buying some calls on eventually. All right, but for now, it's not going to be worth it. Phillips, PM. I actually have a lot of shares in this, but it hasn't broken down just yet. This is something I would add to the watch list. So let me put this over here. PG, PM, watch list, YouTube breakouts. PM, I'm just gonna add it right there. All right, we'll watch this one a little bit later, but it's one of the good ones, I would assume. LHX, or not assume, but you get what I'm talking about. All right, so we do have a breakdown here of LHX. This can be very volatile, it looks like. And what is it currently down? 206. So let me add this to the watch list too. LHX. This is something I'll probably open up a position in today. Let me just verify that the market is actually there as far as the options are concerned. Eighteenth of February expiration. That's the next one. If you wanted to buy this, so if you guys actually want to buy this one, I'd aim for like $200 strike price basically. That's 230. Oh, these go by increments of 5. Okay, hold on. And 10. Oh, it's actually here. I would go for 180 strike price calls. That's all the way down here. I would only hold them until you find that you have enough profit. My thing with this options chain I'm looking at is the spread is too wide. So right now, if you wanted the 180 strike price, the bid is at 75 cents, which means for one call it'd be $75. But the ask of what the person is willing to sell it at is $2.90, almost like 3 times the price. So, if you guys actually wanted to buy this, make sure you do not buy at market price. I would only buy this for less than $1. Okay, so you would have a limit order set to $1, nothing more, and I'd probably only buy a couple calls for about $100 per call. I'd be very careful about that, about watching the market order. All right, so let me do something very fast here. I want to make sure I can see what Bitcoin's doing here in case it's having a little bit of a move up. All right, sorry guys, let me see if I can answer any of you guys' questions. See. Hey, Legrasso, thanks, man. I appreciate it. Hey, 1977. Hey, Lucid. Yeah, let's talk about that very fast. Lucid's breaking down today. Now, actually, let me see how the options market looks for Lucid. Clear sign to sell. Clear sign to sell Lucid unless something really happens in the newsroom. From a technical standpoint, though, it's a time to sell Lucid. Let me see what the options chain is. So, It's up to you if you wanted to buy puts for this Friday or next Friday. I'm more cautious, so I always do next Friday. I'd probably have, let me see what they go to, 35, 34, 33, 32. Either the $30 strike price for puts for next Friday or for this Friday, I'd probably do 30 or $32 strike price puts for Lucid, and I would watch it come back down here, see if it actually can hold the Fibonacci level. It's barely held the Fibonacci level before, but that's what I'd be looking at right now, especially as we just had this death cross here. Most likely going to have another death cross over the next week or so. I would be looking to buy puts around $30 strike price. 32 if you wanted to really buy them this week, for expiring this week. Maybe 32, 30, 32, 30. It doesn't really matter for next week. You'll be making money pretty well there. But that's what I'll be looking at for now. I wouldn't be looking to buy this right now. As far as an opportunity to buy in the future, you really just want to be waiting for a breakout. And who knows how long that's going to take. But for now, Lucid's breaking down here, and it wants to come down here a little bit more. Hey, Deez, I appreciate it, man. Oh, let me get rid of this little spam right here. There we are. All right, let me go. There we go. All right. So I forgot to put up another video thing. See how this works for me. There we go. All right, sorry. Had to set something else up there. All right. Yeah, no worries on T77. If you guys have any questions about any type particular stock or crypto, let me know and we can do some analysis on it. Because right now, mostly everything is blood red. Let me see if I can actually find out what's going on over here at CNBC. Dow falls more than 800 points. Yep, sounds about right. S&P 500 still falling down. That's a beautiful thing to see. And if you guys did buy those YOLO puts with me on the S&P 500, feel free to start scaling out whenever you guys want to. I'm holding mine a little bit longer just to see what happens here. But I have already started to scale out of them. So let's see. Ballistic missiles intercepted over Abu Dhabi. All right, so yeah, it just looks like stuff is not going to be looking good here. Macy's is up. They must have had a good quarter, but Moderna down, Netflix down, Trip. Let's take a quick peek here, guys, at some of the big movers. Let me see. Hey, Bideford, those are for puts. LHX, it's still on an uptrend. Remember, until it breaks down, it's still moving up. It's still on an uptrend, which means if it does continue to have that golden cross there, it can continue to boost up even if the regular market doesn't. Even if the regular market's going down, but if it does break down because it's like a lagger, it hasn't moved down just like everything else. Then when it breaks down, then it'll be a put opportunity. A lot of the times it can go either way until it breaks down. Because remember, excuse me, how do I say this? I used to have a phrase for this. No, it's different for puts. But basically, levels of support, if you're buying a put, the level of support is level of resistance. All you're waiting to do is break that level of resistance on the way down. But until then, it's still a level of resistance. Taking a quick peek here at Apple. Apple's breaking down here today off of this low. Wow, Apple's printing money today. Yeah, this whole market's going back into correction. If you wanted to buy some long-term puts for Apple, you might even be able to get it to come back all the way down here to 145 or so, or the 200 moving average. But the right time to buy this has already passed right there. There was a few days ago that you could have bought that breakdown. What's Tesla up to today? Tesla's breaking down today. This is that large trend line from all the way back here, May 18th. Let me repeat that. May 18th. If you wanted to buy some Tesla puts, you could probably buy them. Hold on a second here. So Tesla's really expensive for as far as options go. So I'm going to try to give you guys a YOLO play for Tesla very fast. A YOLO. Let's go February 18th so you have some time like for it to come down. Even those puts are so expensive. If you wanted to buy any puts, I would say the $500 strike price for February 18th. Or you could try to go down here to February 4th, which is next Friday. And you can try to do something like the $600 strike price for next Friday puts. Those are going to cost you about $500 per call, but I think it'd be worth that in order to watch this sucker come down. As soon as you feel like you've made enough profit, sell. Don't hold longer than you have to, because there will be a rebound here eventually. But the entire market is looking, or at least Tesla specifically, it's breaking down here off of this long trend line. This trend line has been here, again, started on May 20th. It was confirmed July 27th. So this trend line's been here for a while. So watch out for Tesla. It's definitely going to have some bad times. And the Fibonacci level of support looks to be around here at $740. So remember, it's not going to fall down to $500 by the time the call expires, but you should be able to make some good money off of it if you're doing a short-term swing trade on it. Short-term swing trade. Take a quick peek here at Microsoft. Everything's all right. Microsoft was actually more of a clear breakdown opportunity if you guys saw that, but there was a few of them here. There was that key breakdown point. You see how it dipped back up, fell down. Right now, as far as Microsoft, I mean, the next level of support for Microsoft is not even close. Trend line perspective. Trend line perspective. Let me go here, make that line a little bit thicker. I mean, yeah. It can come all the way back down here to the 250s or so. As far as support level, it does have a level of support that we see right now. Let's actually just move this down here. There you go. And that's where you see it stopping right now. So maybe wait for it to break down below this one. Yeah, I would. Yeah, this move already played out. It might actually consolidate for a few more days before taking another leg down here. So watch out for that level of support. It will have another one down here at 274. If that 274 one cracks, go all in. Not all. Go ahead. You can go heavy on a put position and ride it back down here to the 250s. It's okay to be patient on that play and wait it out a little bit, though. Yeah. I need to add... Here, hold on. Apple... MSTT. And one thing I did want to watch out here, guys, is Netflix. I don't even know. Netflix. There we go. Poor Netflix, guys. Earnings destroyed this guy. Still falling down today. You know... This was COVID right here. So this was COVID. This is the rally that happened afterwards. It's going to like pre-COVID levels. This will be on the list, but we're not going to buy it now. We're going to wait for something to happen here. All right. Somebody asked me a question. Hey, Kay, Doge. Yeah, let's talk about Dogecoin. Right now, Dogecoin, I think it's about to fall down below a major support level. It did. So, there you go. Let me actually zoom in here before I say anything. And it hasn't closed down below it just yet. Wait until the next 6.5 hours, basically. But I think if it closes down below this level, this last really ditch level of support, we'll see it come back down here. Sorry for the stuffy nose, guys. There you go. It'll come back here to around, what? I don't know why I went to the market cap version. There we go. It'll come back to around 8 cents or so. 8 cents. So get ready for a big move down on Doge. I would say be careful of it at the moment. I'm still holding my long-term position because it's like a long-term position. But if you guys have any swing trades or you guys are expecting any type of money to come in the short term, most likely not going to come unless Dogecoin really separates off of Bitcoin and really does something fantastic. And if you know my thoughts on Doge, I like it as a long-term hold, but normally Doge likes to pop, then drop. I literally have a thumbnail designed just for that. And when we had our last big pop over here, I said until we start going parabolic, I'm going to assume we're going to fall off a cliff again here sooner. So if you guys look at the history of Dogecoin, what's happened? Even before it actually popped off right here, don't worry about the exact number it went up. Look at the percentage up and down. Okay. On this run, Dogecoin went up 220%. After a 220% run up, it came all the way down here to a loss of 51%. Next time it popped, up a whopping 1,000%. After that 1,000%, it dropped 73% from there. Popped up all the way up here. This is when the big rally happened last year. Came all the way up another like 700%, 650%. From there, it proceeded to come down to about 64%. Next rally, probably let's go there. Last rally about 190%. Proceeded to come down 70%. All right. This is the story of Dogecoin. It likes to do this. Popped off. Oh, I don't even know. What can we say? Popped off here, a smaller version of this, 40%. From there, that 40% came down 20%. All right, so it's used to having these big swing moves. What I think right now is we're just going into a longer-term consolidation period with Dogecoin. I'm fine with it for now. I just don't want to see us come down all the way back down here to like, under a penny or something like that. That's where I'd be like, what's going on here? So for now, I'm going to watch to see how this consolidates. We have a few major levels of support down here. First one is going to be about 8.5 cents, though. That's what I'm going to be really watching for. But right now, as far as Dogecoin's concerned, I would only be holding what I have. I would feel no need to actually buy more Dogecoin right now at this point. We're breaking down. We have no real level of support until we hit back down here at about 8 cents or so. 8.5 cents, 9 cents range. And just for all of you guys that just hopped in the stream, if you guys look at all the different crypto coins here, Ethereum broke down a few days ago. We talked about that, and then boom, right? Boom, boom, boom. In fact, here, we talk about how Ethereum actually will like to break down a day before Bitcoin. So these are some of those little things that it's partly about technical analysis, but partly it's just like, hey, here's a pattern. Remember the pattern for you guys for later. And maybe Ethereum will break out in the future with Bitcoin too. So this is just something you can take and use on your own time, so to speak. So let's go over here to Bitcoin. Let's go to the dailies. Yes, okay, we can use this Bitcoin chart. It's fine. All right, so Ethereum broke down January 20th. January 20th, okay. So let me do this here. Where's January 20th here? So I'll put that little green line there. Trend line here. And I'm pretty sure that's the same day Bitcoin broke down, if I'm not mistaken. So I don't know if it actually led to... Okay, so if you're going off of this basic trend line, it didn't break down. It broke down a day before. So Ethereum broke down one day before Bitcoin, and what happened the next day to Bitcoin? Boom. All right? So take that to the bank. Keep it in your lockboxes. It's happened not once. It's happened multiple times, even up here when Bitcoin was at $69,000. One other thing I'll say about Bitcoin, though, is I think Bitcoin was relying on something else, because I have the GANFAN levels. It broke down below the 3-to-1 GANFAN level on that day, though. So while it might not have broken down below the regular trend line, if you guys have access to the GANFAN, things like that, if you guys have TradingView, you guys have access to it, you guys would have seen it broke down the day before. And then our ultimate stop loss, what I had for most of my swing trade positions, all of my swing trade positions for the most part, that was it. I got stopped out of a lot of plays. I'm fine with it because, since what day was this? Since the, let's just go percentage-wise. On my Bitcoin swing trades, I would have lost about 14%. I didn't lose that 14%. On my Ethereum trades, I saved myself from losing 25%. On my Matic trade, why is Matic? Oh, there it goes. Okay. On my Matic, when it finally broke down, I saw the rest of it out. And what happened? I saved myself. Oh, I'm not going to go that high. There we go. I saved myself from losing 33%. These breakdowns are important. ADA just broke down today. It might go down even further. But that key ADA breakdown actually happened way back over here. And that had some news going on with it with eToro delisting and stuff like that. But my point is, look for these breakdowns. And we're still breaking down here at crucial levels without much support. Because with these major rallies, the next support for Ethereum Classic is all the way down here at 18 bucks. XLM, next major support level that I can see is going to be down here between 14 cents and 12 cents. 12 to 14 cents there. Litecoin broke down a while ago, so nothing in the crypto market for me right now looks appetizing. Only thing I'm doing is adding bit by bit to my longer term positions because I know we'll be back up to these levels eventually. And when we do, I'm going to be happy that I bought at least a little bit here so I don't have to worry about finding the best opportunities to be buying back in, if that makes sense. But that little tidbit of information about Ethereum breaking down a day before Bitcoin, take that to the bank. Of course, you can see that Bitcoin broke down below the GANFAN levels, but not everybody uses the GANFAN levels. I use them to kind of help you guys out every now and again, but GANFAN levels can be very annoying to draw up because they do take some time here. Let's see. What's right here? Let me make sure. Hey, Wojak, Microsoft. Yeah, let's talk about Microsoft very fast. There's probably a good opportunity there. I know we just talked about it a few seconds ago. So you can see Microsoft's uptrend ended a while ago here. My only thing with Microsoft is it's like literally crashing before our eyes. It's breaking down. I would buy a put sooner rather than later. Your next level of support that I see for it is going to be right around here, at like 274. So maybe wait for it to break that, just maybe, because it might have a day where it kind of consolidates. But as soon as it breaks down below the 274, I'd feel more comfortable buying a put, and then I would have a strike price on that put of around 260, 265. Hold it for about a week to 2 weeks and see where it goes. But that's the play I would take there. I mean, but here, if you guys can see, let me go out of here. We're still going down. We're still going down here, guys. This is a full-on freaking crash happening today. The Dow is down over 1,000 points. NASDAQ is down almost 5%. S&P 500 is down almost 4%. Like, here. Remember, this is why I give you guys YOLO plays, even though not many people take them, which is understandable because who trusts some random dude on the internet. But, all accounts. Now I feel bad that I started scaling off today. So right now, those SPY puts I gave you, if you would have bought those SPY puts the day I told you, you'd be up currently 702.25%. So, it's most of you guys are going to be scaling out right now. And Wojak, I know you sold the rest of your puts today too. It is it's a wild day in the market, but might as well make money on the way down. Oh, hey Jane, sorry, I missed your message. You talking about Nvidia put? Yeah, so Nvidia broke down a while ago here, but it is breaking down here today as well. So here, let me extend this line for you. There's two lines that need to be extended. Support, it's going to find support here pretty soon, so wait for it to crack down below this level. And, oh, no, what the heck is it? This line is an old line. I forget what I just said here, hold on. Where is there it is. It's still breaking down today. Oh, and it's also breaking down below this one here. There's a second one. We're falling below the 200. Oh, that's fine. My only thing with this is it's falling so much that it's going to have a rebound pretty soon, and any potential puts that you may buy on this, they may end up having, like, you may see a day of like negative like 80% losses before it continues to go down, which kind of is a little bit scary. And you also got support level right here. I would say you can buy some maybe 185 puts on Nvidia probably for 2 weeks or more out. I would try to see if you could wait for a bump or something like that. So if you wanted to buy this, I would only buy one. Like, I wouldn't go heavy on this at all. And that's only because of the aggressiveness of this drop here on Nvidia. I would really say it's gonna need to bounce back here pretty soon. I mean, you could here actually I can pull up the RSI. It's right here on the bottom. Look at that RSI. It's fallen off the cliff here. It's all the way down to 22. So it's there. The play is there. I would see if you could wait for like a day or so. Wait for it to see if it has a potential pop off on it, and then you might be able to have a better move there. And let me see this old support 2 level here. Yeah, this thing just fell through the cliff. That's what I'd be looking for as far as Nvidia. Because when's the last time it fell down so hard? Like something like this, yeah, it has a little pop like that before just continuing to freaking plummet down to earth. So the opportunity's there. It would have been fantastic to get in this original breakdown, you know, way back over here when it broke down. Again, scary times, but you sell here so you don't have to deal with this crap later on. I haven't said that phrase in a while. You sell here so you don't have to deal with the crap that happens later on. So it's there, but it's going to need to pop off here. But if you can find a put that expires next Friday, it will allow you to actually invest. You can do more than one put, and it'll allow you to take a little bit more risk. You can do more of a YOLO type of play with this, where instead of trying to buy a call here around $200, excuse me, a put for $200, you can actually look for a put around 175, 180, and that way, if it has another huge drop, like it's down $22 right now, down 10%, you could definitely cash out there, so make some good money. So if I were you right now and you wanted to buy some puts on Nvidia, I would say not this Friday. I would be looking for next Friday or the Friday after that. Puts anywhere from 160 to 180, preferably 160ish, I guess, just because it's gonna be a lot cheaper for you to do an efficient YOLO, where you're making a lot of money turn into a little. You're making a little bit of money turn into a lot of money, basically. That's what I'd be looking at there. Pop this back up here though. Meanwhile, Bitcoin's doing its thing. But yeah, guys. Oh, didn't mean to do that. Oof. Microsoft's down 5. Yeah. Now, even though everything is in free fall, eventually most of this stuff will have a bounce here. So just understand that, okay? Most of this stuff will have a bounce back, and I would say the best opportunity to buy is going to be on that bounce back. Now, if we don't have a bounce, I'm sorry. That's why you can take those YOLO plays. But right now, if you guys are looking like, I'm more bullish on stuff that is currently breaking down. That's towards the high. So it was up high, and it's now just breaking down and starting the cycle. If you're trying to catch the cycle midway or towards the end of the cycle, those are more of YOLO plays. You can go heavier on the stocks that are up high still, and they're just now starting to break down, if that makes sense. And I just want to check out the SPY very fast. Yeah, this is still coming down, so ooch. Had a buying zone here, and it just freaking crashed right through that. Alright, at least Bitcoin's trying to rally back up here a little bit. Let's see. Hey, Daniel Lamb, I'm doing fantastic. Thanks for asking. It's right here. Hey, Roger, I sold my main SPY put since it expires the 28th. Profit is profit, but I added the winners and got further expiration date. There you go. I know. My expiration date for my puts is February 11th, so I have a lot of room to just let mine kind of chill out. Excuse me. Hey, Chef, can I take a look at Amazon? Yeah, Amazon is expensive. I can't even afford those. Well, I can afford them. I never pay for them. The options. So Amazon's down about 5% today. Amazon. So I think Amazon is actually great for puts if you can afford them. If you can afford them. So what I'm looking at right now as far as Amazon is your next major level of support is going to be around here at 2,500, 2,300. So, a few $100 lower than what it is now. Looking at this support. Had that clear breakdown right there was that opportunity to sell. Let me actually make sure I had the right point here, though. Oh, I didn't even draw this right. Here we go. There you go. And let's extend this bad boy. Yep, right there was the breakdown. You see how it came back up, tapped on it, was not able, and then boom, slammed down. You guys will notice that pattern a lot. A lot of people open a put, sell at a major level of support, which is right here. Fine, you might not get the bottom, but at least you made a profit. Wait for it to come back up here, double down, boom, and then you can make a lot of money that way. If you guys find stuff that's already broken down, but it's come back up here, and you see it there now, hook on or whatever, fish on. You can slam that stuff for good profits right now. If you can afford the puts, I would get puts with a strike price around 2,500 or all the way down here at 2,200 for about next Friday. Not this Friday, but next Friday. Over the next 3 days, you'll make some good profits. Sell. Don't hold until next week. Short-term profits I'd be looking at as far as Amazon. Amazon is not looking good. This had the major support level for Amazon was at 2,800. 2,873. It broke down below that very easily. Even so, I would have said the best time to buy puts on this would have been Friday, unfortunately. But you still have an opportunity to buy puts on it right now. Maybe if it comes back up here for a level of resistance, maybe you're going to be able to open a put position there as well. But everything, even this is coming down below the RSI here. So, I mean, this is a pretty sizable move down here. There you go. Don't know why that happened. Boom. All right. Hey, Chris, so 700%? Exactly, yeah. What's right here? Let's see. Hey, Ahmed, when is the crypto market going to bottom? Nobody has any idea right now. The next level of support we have for Bitcoin is going to be around $30,000 or so. If it falls down below that, we're most likely going to head back down here to about $18,000 because that's really our next major level of support. So this drop could be a very bad one, which is why I gave you guys the stop loss back a few weeks ago to sell off some of those swing trade positions. Your longs are fine. Don't worry about your longs. You can always sell your longs and buy back more coins if you wanted to. Excuse me, guys. I'm getting over COVID. But that stop loss was there for a reason that I gave you guys. And as far as the stock market, I gave you guys a few plays to buy some puts. Some of you guys made some really good money on it. If you guys took the YOLO play with me, you guys made a bunch of money, a good amount of profit. We're seeing the effects of those now, but there is no bottom to crypto right now. We got to see how everything plays out. There's too much international stuff. It's not just technicals. I focus on technicals, so I know when to sell and when to buy. Right now, there's no clear signal when to buy back in Bitcoin. You can buy it as support if you want to, but I'm only going to buy Bitcoin or any altcoins if I see some bullish movement, which means it needs to break out above something. It needs to break out above the 20-day moving average. It needs to break out above a trend line. It needs to do something to say, hey, this trend that we're following is reversing. There's no such reversal right now, so there's no reason for me to tell you guys to buy anything in the crypto markets. There's just nothing good happening. There's day trades you guys can do, but day trading right now is only going to be good if you guys are trading with leverage. If you guys know how to trade leverage, awesome. You guys can be making money in this market. If you guys don't, I have the link down for BitGet down below if you wanted to sign up for them. They have a good paper trading program, which is basically using fake money to trade Bitcoin and crypto, so you can practice it. So basically, if you trade with leverage, if Bitcoin goes up if you have 5x trade, a 5x leverage trade, if Bitcoin goes up 1%, you make 5%. If you have a 10x leverage trade, if Bitcoin goes up 1%, you're going to make 10%. But on the flip side, if Bitcoin goes down 1%, you're going to be losing 10%. But if you have a short, if Bitcoin goes down 1%, you're going to be making 10%. Does that make sense? So there's plenty of opportunities to make money in this market, but you're going to have to be willing to buy stuff that's going down. You're going to have to be willing to buy securities, whatever, for stocks and crypto that are going down. So, you would have to short Bitcoin, or you would have to buy puts. Let me see if I can find this right here. On my channel a few days ago, here we go. Five days ago, I gave only 400 people saw it, so I don't expect many of you guys to have made the trade. But basically, what I showed you guys was all this type of war stuff, basically. And I was like, hey, everybody, I am not a big fan of war, but this war is going to give you a great opportunity to make some money. And that opportunity, it came because, here, this is what I told you guys. This is what the SPY looked like, right? This is what SPY looked like when I told you to buy it on the day that the breakdown occurred. Remember, trend line, you want to buy stuff that's still high before it starts to really break down, right? You want to high, break down while it's high, do that. If you can buy stuff as it's coming down, definitely. It's just much safer, and I'm a very conservative trader. I want to buy when the breakdown is just happening off of a high move. So take a look. We'll zoom in very fast. See where it's at right there, just breaking down. And now look at SPY just a few days later, right? Right there, all the way down here. So when you open the trade, that's how come my profits probably went down here a little bit since we rebounded a little bit, but yeah. Instead of the 700% I had a few minutes ago, now it's at 629%, right? So, and I've already started to scale out of my trade to lock in some profits. But my point is, buying right as the breakdown occurs, it can help you guys out so much, so much. So, if you guys can find stocks that have made a nice strong move and they're just now breaking down out of that strong move, those are going to be the best opportunities you guys have to make money if you guys are looking to buy puts. All right? Oh, my dog's drinking some water. And sorry guys, I'm hacking up a lung right now. There we go. So, but that's basically the point I'm trying to get across to you guys. And hey, AMC. Now I don't trade any of these meme things unless they're day trades. AMC broke down a while ago, and I haven't really been touching it since. You see that? See right there? Breakdown. You could have opened up a put position or a short. You could have made bank on this one right here. Now, you guys know I use a lot more stuff besides basic trend lines. But for you new traders out there, trend lines are everything to you guys right now. And it helps you focus on the larger moves that make you more money rather than looking at the day-to-day of what's going on. There's a reason why I tell you guys to have a watch list of your 10 to 20 favorite stocks and only trade those 20 to 10 because you're going to gain so much experience just by trading those particular 20. Let's just say 20. So when I look at something like here on, so let me do the analysis for AMC. It's not good, obviously. We're breaking down here. We have our last Fibonacci level of support around $13. Right now, you're just trying to hold this level of support here. You've already broken down below it, but it's not a complete breakdown until the candle closes, so to speak. So you may have a bounce here in the next few days. Hopefully, coming back up here a little bit. Afterwards, we'll see. It's going to really determine what the regular market's going to determine what's happening with AMC, not the buyers or anything like that. If it breaks down below 1450 here, it would probably come back down as a test out $12 and come all the way back down here to $9. So careful with AMC. Was there another breakdown here? And there's another breakdown right there for AMC. Yep. So managed to survive there, but you can see right there, that was that big one. So just be careful with it. You know, I'm wondering if I actually messed up something over here. Yeah, that's why. this should be a little bit more over, and that's why, if that's the case, you wouldn't see this here. So let me do this very fast. Where is this? There we go. Okay. Oh, it's right there. Okay. Not connecting the right line. Does that make it look a little bit better? Yeah, there we go. Okay, sorry. Let's see how much more drastic that is. Breakdown right there. And the secondary breakdown. All right, so so guys, really trust those trend lines. And for now, like as far as stocks are concerned, there's not many great buying opportunities. If you're going to buy something, it's most likely going to be a put off of a breakdown. I hate COVID, guys. I hate it so much. I hate it. Okay, but yeah. So be careful of AMC. It doesn't look good for it now. I would expect it to come back down to $8-9 in the next few weeks or so. Let me see right here. Hey, golden option trading forex. Weed, bro. Thanks for the super chat, man. I don't have. Well, I have some upstairs, but I don't have any down here. Hey, just got Lord of the Rings in the background. Oh yeah. I love the good old Lord of the Rings saga. Let's see. Hey, Richard. If Mike, if Bitcoin is tanking, why is the dominance going higher? Oh, okay. That's a simple one. So remember, all the dominance is the market cap. So Bitcoin's market cap versus everything else. And what do you see right now? If you guys look on the charts. Let me move this over here. You got. I don't know if this will help or not, but let me. Nope. Okay, it doesn't work out the way I want it to. All right. So Bitcoin is currently down about 4%. Okay. Oh, actually, better yet, let me just show it to you here. There you go. And hey, Jane, thank you very much for the super chat. I really, really do appreciate it. Thank you very much. And careful with Nvidia, but I think it's primed for more of a YOLO rather than a larger trade. And something I do have here too, guys. Trading Titix too. All right. I'll pull this open too. The registered members. Oh. I got a new debit card. Hold on. I'll pay for this later on. Hold on. Do I still have it on my phone? Hold on a second here. I had to redo my Netflix account this week too. How do I do this? Hold on a second. I feel like that was a glitch. Oh, I'm just not logged in. All right. That explains it. Oh, there we go. Okay. All right. We'll go back to this later, but this is live data, live options flow data, like what are hedge funds buying and selling right now. This is all going to be useful for you guys. Almost so much so that I may. Can I put this as a small little thing? Hold on a second here, guys. How does this look here? Sorry guys for going off on this tangent. I'll help you guys out in a second. I just want to see if I can do something here, which I think would be kind of nice. And let's go over here. Yeah, my throat really is going to kill me today. Display, window, add. New. New tab. There we go. Break this down. Don't really need the time here. That'll be something. So for you, I just noticed this on the bottom here. We'll go back over here in a second. Okay, I'm really gonna hack up along here, guys. I'm so sorry. I just saw some major flow for Nvidia, so that kind of flashed before my eyes. I know I saw it somewhere over here. 2 million Tesla call. No, no, no. Uh, oh, so somebody's selling off some. Dude, stop it. Oh, let me just go here. Hold on. There you go. All right. Nvidia. What's happening with Nvidia? People are selling. Or no. Oh, they're selling calls for Nvidia. Oh, they're panicking. They're buying puts. Bought a call split though. It's not updated on here yet. All right, that's fine. But you are seeing some big money flow into Nvidia puts. That's my point. If I can actually go over here to greater than 1 million. Here we go. So here's the most bullish option flow data you can find right now. AMD 1 million. No, see, these are all bids though. These are bids. Ask SE, whatever SE is, they're buying lots of strike prices on it. It's lots of puts on those. What's SE? C Limited. Oh yeah, no, I freaking wonder. Oh my god, why are they buying? Okay, hold on. SE 128 strike price 145. It's currently at 135. They're buying this in the money. They're gonna try to short this sucker down. Wow. Huh. That's interesting. They're buying that in the money. That's actually pretty darn insane. Moving on. I was going to answer some of these questions, but I just forgot what happened. See, hey Fister, I'd probably stay on the sidelines for a little bit before buying in. You guys will have better buying opportunities if you just give the market a little bit of breathing room here. Hey Wojak, Microsoft also has earnings after hours. And Microsoft just bought Activision, or they're in the process of it. I would say if you wanted to do Microsoft here, I know we talked about this a little bit ago, but with earnings, it actually does cause something else here. Um, look for strike prices that expire this Friday. You're going to be doing a YOLO play if you wanted to do this. You'd be having a strike price down here at 250 for this Friday, which I think would be fairly cheap if you wanted to buy into it. So here. So option chain, January 28th. So puts that expire this Friday. What are we at? 283. No, those aren't worth it. Those are way too expensive. Never mind. I was hoping there'd be some like cheap, like $50 calls or something like that, but the cheapest ones I can find like $100. That's not worth it. Okay, let me go back over here though. Let's see. Support levels for ADA. Right now, ADA. If Bitcoin starts having a major drop over the next, goes below $30,000, ADA is coming back down here to about 33, 34 cents. That's a pretty big drop, so be careful, okay? Until then, though, next level of support for ADA is going to be down here at 70 cents. So that's already a 30% loss. So just be aware. It's most crypto coins, most altcoins are going to be having a heavy, heavy drop here today, guys, over the next few weeks. Everything is breaking down. Everything is breaking down. We don't even need this level right here. I don't know why I have that line there. But yeah, everything is breaking down. Now, ADA, it still hasn't broken down below this level of support, though. So it still has hope. Not a lot of hope, but it has it. Let's go back over here. Let me delete some of this stuff. Yeah, bloodbath. Oh, well, I think the market's rebounding here a little bit, though. A little bit, yeah. All right. Hey, Justin, don't worry about it. Remember what I told you guys about those trend lines. Next time you have you're wondering if you should hold or sell, just watch those larger overall trend moves. Those moves will help you out a lot in the future. Let's see. Hey, Michael. Yeah, you're pretty much correct on as far as the Fed. Remember, guys, the Federal Reserve is pumping in over $200 billion into the market every single week. Every single week. And, month. And because of that, there's been a lot of stuff. Here's the thing I want to emphasize, too, to add on to that, Michael. It's not just the Federal Reserve. They're the main cause of it, if you will. But remember, you go over here to Microsoft. You go all the way down to the bottom. Selling off millions and millions of shares during that kind of boom. Because guess what? The Federal Reserve is inflating it so much that they could sell everything they had, and the market would still push it up even more. And so now all these executives have huge stockpiles of cash, which they're going to buy right back into once all this is over, and off we go. So it will be an amazing time. It'll just be fantastic on the way back up. Excuse me, Tesla. Look at all that. Elon's billions and billions. Blah, blah, blah. Lots. Uh-oh, spilt some tea. Hold on. Try not to hack up a lung here. But yeah, so all the executives have also been selling off records amount of shares. And guess what? The price kept on going up and the price was fine. So just keep that in mind as well. It adds another aspect of what's going to happen in the future once everything kind of balances back out. So Bitcoin dominance is relative to the rest of the coins? Is that what you're trying to say? Oh, sorry, Richard. Yeah, I kind of went off on a tangent. Yes. So here. If you go to CoinMarketCap, Bitcoin's down 0.23%. Ethereum's down 5%. BNB's down 5%. ADA's down 6%. Right? So if all the altcoins, imagine two charts of market caps. Bitcoin's kind of going down, but everything else is decelerating, and that difference is what's causing the Bitcoin dominance to change in the way it is. So, here, excuse me. Let's go to the last month. Is that a good example? See how we're kind of creeping up here? But what do you see? You see Ethereum going down, giving that dominance to Bitcoin. You see altcoins coming, others. You see those coming down, giving a dominance to Bitcoin. And the only thing you see coming up here, I think, is... I want to say it's USDC coin, but... excuse me, Tether. So like BNB... Yeah, the only things you see gaining steam are Tether and USD. Everything else is either going down, stagnant, and Bitcoin's going up here. Besides that, so you're just seeing a whole bunch of people put everything they have back into cash. They're selling off a lot of stuff, a lot of crypto. A little late to the party, if you ask me, but Jesus, my God. Let's see. Hey, Fister, how historic? I would say it's pretty historic. I don't think this crash is necessarily historic. We had a worse crash, back over here. But this is more of a bleed out. Crypto will be fine. The stock market will be fine over time. But right now, you got to be very, very careful about what you're looking to buy. What you're looking to buy here. I'd rather day trade the crypto market than day trade the stock market right now. But I'd rather buy puts overall than trade the crypto market. It's kind of a weird little thing going on. All right, let me go back over here. Let me see what's over here. Yeah, no worries, Richard. So I tried to make it a little bit easier than a little bit easier. Um, I mean, somebody just bought a put block for SPY to bid. Okay, they sold it. $19 million. Somebody made bank off of that. Absolute bank. And they so this is okay. This is a dual. They're hedging. Oh, okay, that's interesting. A put above ask. 218. All right. Okay, that's fine. All right. Out of the money. Opening order. There we go. Okay. Nvidia call sold. Nvidia call sold. Tesla put sold. Tesla put bought. Tesla SPY sold. Put bought. Yeah. Yeah, there's some heavy money going into all this type of stuff right now. So here, right there. Oh, it'll be fun to watch all this play out. I mean, it looks like people are taking their profits right now off of a lot of their puts, and they're putting that money back into other puts. It looks like. So they're just cycling through everything that's falling down, which is fine. Go for it, right? Let me see what else we got going here. Can you stake Tether anywhere and earn more interest on it? I don't know about Tether, but I know you can with USDC coin. If you put USDC coin in the Voyager app, I have a link down to it below. You can get 9% yearly interest on it. So not bad. And then of course you get paid out monthly, so you can always reinvest and have the interest compounding. So it's not a bad idea, especially since we don't know when the bottom of Bitcoin's gonna be, right? Oh, let me see right here. I'm just gonna have this SPY up here for now. I just want to see what's going on with it. Yeah, it's curling back up here a little bit. Broke down below support, came back down. Might be a short-term reversal, then come back down, but I'm willing to watch the SPY for a little bit here. All right. Now what I'm going to do, guys, here is I'm just going to look up some stuff on the war. I really want to say what's going on here. I'll open it up here for now. There we go. Let's see. Making something happen over here. All right. Ukraine. Nope, I did not spell Ukraine properly, but that is okay. So let me just do some quick little research here. News. I don't know if I trust the New York Times, but Biden weighs deploying thousands of troops to the. Biden weighs deploying thousands of troops to Eastern Europe and the Baltics. This is something that I didn't know was going to happen. This is something new to me, at least. I think we talked about it a little bit last night in the Discord, but I didn't know what was going on with it. President Biden is considering deploying several thousand U.S. troops as well as warships and aircraft to the NATO allies in the Baltics and Eastern Europe, an expansion of American military involvement amid mounting fears of Russian incursion into Ukraine, according to administration officials. The move would signal a major pivot for the Biden administration, which up until recently was taking a restrained stance on Ukraine, out of fear of provoking Russia into invading. But as President Vladimir Putin has ramped up his threatening actions towards Ukraine, and talks between America and Russian officials have failed to discourage him, the administration is now moving away from its do not provoke strategy. Let's see. The options include sending 1,000 to 5,000 troops to Eastern European countries, with the potential to increase that number tenfold if things deteriorate. Wow. this is going to be an escalation to a potential war. You know, I know everybody's been talking about World War III. Let's see how all that works out. But Russia has escalated menacing posture against Ukraine, including massing more than 100,000 troops and weaponry on the border and stationing Russian forces in Belarus. Huh. Yeah. I don't know. Let's see. So right now it's a whole bunch of talk, nothing really big happening. If he actually starts to move people in there, then I'll be more surprised. The market will probably not like that as well, guys, so just be aware of that. But for now, you can see that we're kind of done falling off here from the S&P 500 and in Bitcoin. We're both having small mini rallies at the moment. Small reversals, not even rallies, small reversals. There we go. See, hey, Chef, could I take a look at DG? Yeah, let's take a quick peek at it here. Dollar General. All right, let's see. It broke down a while ago. You see how it tapped back up? This is a recurring theme on the channel. That's the time you short it, and boom, it came down. If you're looking at Dollar General, it's not the time to buy any calls on it just yet. I would wait for it to break down below this. It still hasn't broken. It did break down yesterday. Yeah, it did. I'm missing something here. Probably a Fibonacci level or something. Is it just hovering on Fibonacci support? Oops. I would still say this is a good opportunity to buy a put on this. I'd buy it with a strike price of about $200 for next Friday. Excuse me. That's what we're looking at for Dollar General. I mean, this is taking a pretty nasty fall already. Double top up here. Broke down below the neckline. Broke down below that one too. It did break down, which leads me to believe this is still going to come down even more. Yeah, I would aim for a $200 strike price that expires next Friday. That'd be your best bet for this one right now. A smaller position just in case, because you do see how it, even though it broke down, it ended up popping back up. So I would only have a small position in it, but I think it'd be worth trying out. Take a quick peek at Apple. And Apple's trying to hold support right here. Who knows if it will, though. Alright, watch this. At least oil's coming down. That's a good thing. Here's the Dow Jones. There we go. So everything's having a short-term rebound, something like what we saw here. We'll see if it'll continue to drop over the next few hours, though. Ooh, excuse me. Yeah, no worries, Chef. And sorry, guys. I am just... You guys know how much I've been hacking up a lung, so to speak, because of all this COVID stuff. Probably need to not talk so fast. There we go. Let's see. There we are. All right, but we can take it a little bit easier. If you guys have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, I'm just gonna be looking up some stuff on war. We have all this option flow data coming here. Oh, whoa! People are buying up puts again. What was that? What are they buying up here? Yeah, everybody's loading back up on puts, except for Tesla. They're buying calls, huh? Hertz put. Excuse me. Yeah, so you're seeing a flood of people buying SPY puts And then kind of more mixed messages when it comes to the individual stocks. You're seeing some people buying puts, some people selling them. Probably just people taking their profits and stuff like that. Calls, below bid, yeah. And yeah, okay, so you're seeing a mixed bag, but a lot more people are loading up on puts right now. Hedge funds, institutional investors, they're loading up on puts at the moment. This is why I like looking at live data. Oh, that somebody just loaded up on what are these? So they're buying long-term calls, so calls for down the road, and it looks like as far as puts are concerned, Twitter puts. No, what am I looking at here? Everything's moving so fast. Call ass. Yeah, more of a mixed bag, but more people buying puts rather than puts rather than longs for SPY. All right, I think that did the trick. All right, sorry about that. My throat's not going to get better anytime soon. I'm kind of just I've accepted that, so to speak. There we go. But you are seeing the Dow just not having a good day right now, or the overall market. Go back over here. Yeah, there's a little bit more of a curl. You can see imagine the line we've broken out of that little bit of a line. Okie dokie. But I think we should be okay for now. Hey Travis, hope you're doing well. Well, it depends. I'm holding my Doge for long term, so I'm not concerned. If you missed out let's see. So you know, for swing trades, we had the stop loss at 39,800 was the final stop loss for all of your swing trades. So if you're holding Doge until for a short term swing trade, that kind of like that stop loss should have already triggered by now. If you're holding long term, you'll be fine, but you will see some pain as it will probably go down below 10 cents here over the next few days. So if you want to avoid that, you can definitely take the loss. You can write it up as a tax loss in the future. It'll definitely come down further, though, Dogecoin will. So if you wanted to sell and just have that cash and reinvest it somewhere else in the market, you can definitely do that. But if you want to hold it for long term, you can definitely hold it for long term, too. It really just depends on what you're looking for right now, but it's going to come down more. Look, I'm not sure about that as a fact, but more likely than not, Dogecoin will come down below 10 cents. That'll probably be a good buying opportunity, but it'll really depend on how far Bitcoin really wants to go down here. Because right now, Bitcoin has an opportunity to come back down here to $30,000. If it breaks down below those lows of about 28,800, I think it was, something around there, Bitcoin can come all the way down to like $18,000, and who knows what Dogecoin will go from there. Dogecoin may go back under a penny or something like that at that point. So the stop loss that we were talking about on the channel, that's already kind of triggered for a lot of us. I still have my Dogecoin, but like I said, it's a long-term hold, and I have a very good average for it. And I already sold off a bunch of mine a while ago, back in May, because I take my profits. Your best bet right now, I mean, it's up to you. Most people are going to be selling their coins right now. Maybe you want to wait for a bump or something like that. Definitely. But for the majority of coins out there, they've all started to break down, and there's not really one bullish sign that I can see at the moment, besides some short-term pops and drops and stuff like that, but nothing really like, hey, a major trend reversal for crypto or even the stock market. I don't see anything like that. I just see maybe a day of pumping and dumping and stuff like that, but nothing really big happening for either of the markets. Let me go over here to the Dow. Excuse me. So for the Dow, pretty soon the Dow's going to have a death cross here, and we should see the Dow come out down, maybe back down to $30,000 or so, like an extra $2,000. Maybe from there it can have a little bit more of a recouping. I'm hoping this isn't like a fallen blown crash where we come all the way back down to the 20s, but definitely a possibility here. And when you look at stuff like Bitcoin, you see how we're falling off a cliff here? That neckline that we talked about here, that was that clear level of selling for swing trades. But our major next level of support is going to be down here at 28,800 level. If we break down below that, what's our next level of support? All the way back down here at 24. Then it comes down here to this, $16,500 to like $19,000 level. that'd be the next block where we can start buying in here. And right now, things aren't looking too hot. I mean, maybe if you have a trend line like this, you could start to buy Bitcoin back here again at like 29,000 for a potential bump. And then otherwise, you're just going to be waiting for a breakout. And there's going to be some time before we actually have a nice breakout here. So it's going to take a minute for Bitcoin to get back on its feet. So much of a minute that I have a lot of cash in holdings right now because I got stopped out right here because, you know, the stop losses and that. It's just, you know, I've saved myself a lot of losses there, as well as most of you guys, I guess, too. So, good thing for now is we're holding up on the 3-to-1 Gann fan, I think, or maybe the 4-to-1. There you go. Oh, excuse me, 5-to-1. I can't even see what that is. 5 or 6-to-1, whatever it is. We've managed to hold it so far, and we're kind of rebounding a little bit here as far as Bitcoin's concerned. Oh, there we go. Let's see. Do I see Bitcoin take another dip? Yes. Yeah, I do. I've got a question. Is there something special I need to do to set a limit buy on the BitGet exchange? I've had no issue setting limit sells. Limit buy. Let's see. There shouldn't be anything you have to do as far as BitGet's concerned. Let's see. So if you're doing a limit buy order here for let's say I think Bitcoin's gonna try to push up here. You limit. You look at the price. It's at 35,446. I'll do 449, whatever. But if you're doing a limit buy, all you gotta do is put the value you want to do. So let's say I want to put like 20 bucks in here at a 50x leverage. And what is it now? 35417. So hold on a second. 354. Let me just go 35400. All right. So I'd open that there, and I'd have to wait for it to come back down. So as soon as you push long, you'll see order succeeded. You see this little line right here saying open long 35,400, right? And it would only trigger if it comes down that low. But when you come down here to open orders, you'll see right here, it's just waiting. It's waiting for the price to come down. Does that make sense? So you don't have to do anything special there. You don't have to do anything special at all. And if you want to do the market order, you would just say, hey, there's, you know, it's going to be best price. And let's say I just want to put 20 bucks in here at a leverage 50x, you know, and I would say buy long, and then you'd see the open order triggered automatically. We'd go to the position right here, and you would see that as Bitcoin's going up here, we're up 2%, 90, you know, now we're down 1%, now we're down 2%. This is why I didn't put much money into the trade. But yeah, and you'd see it kind of go up. Oh, there we go, a little surge. Now 5, oh, 10, wow. All right, a little bull run here. So now 20, maybe I should put more money in here. See, this is why I don't pay attention. Up 30%. So, you know, and I'm up, it's a 50x leverage position here, so it's a little bit more than you would normally trade with leverage. And you see now you're up like 35%, 36%. And let's say, okay, well, I've made 33% in less than a minute. Let me close this right here. Now it's down to 25, now it's down to 28, whatever. You could probably still hold this and make money down the road. But you get my point basically, right? And like 29% holding less than a minute. I'm kind of happy with this. I don't know if there's a drop happening. I haven't done any technical analysis for Bitcoin over the last few minutes. So I don't really have a good understanding of what's going on here. Is like the next 10 to 15 minutes, if that makes sense. So what I'm going to do here is it's already back down to 20% instead of the 30%, right? So to make sure I lock in some profits, I'm like, hey, 20% for holding for a minute, close, boom, triggered, and I'm happy with my little bit of profit. Now, I didn't really make much money there because I had to pay fees. And it wasn't enough money even for me to really care about leaving it in there. But you can see how, what was I going to say? But for limit orders, it doesn't take anything you have to do. Limit orders is fine. Remember, your limit order is always going to be below the price anyway, though. Now, yeah, I should have probably held on to that, but it was $5. So you should be fine. Like, here, let me do something very fast. Let's say I wanted to put $100 on something, 25x leverage. I don't have much money in this account right now. Well, not in this. I have everything in spot trading, right? So here, price, If I want to do the price above it, 35 770, something like that. There you go. I can do open long or something like that with a 25x leverage. And then if it pops, if I trigger it, it'll automatically buy just because the limit order is above the current trading price. That makes sense? Right? And right now, Bitcoin's just heading for a level of old resistance. It's probably going to try to tap up here over the next bit of time and then probably get rejected down. Maybe. But you do see some nice golden crosses coming up here. So like here, if I take this buy, you'll see now I have this open trade. We'll see if it actually continues to pump up here. But this is just small stuff here. But be careful with leverage, guys. Leverage is very, very risky. I'm just playing around with some money right now just because. But like I said, I haven't done any technicals on this as far as where it might go. The time to buy this would have been right here off of this breakout right there. And you see how the money would have been a lot easier. And that's the type of stuff you have to be looking for as for day traders. But we'll keep it open for a little bit to see what happens to it. It's only like, I did spend just $100 in there, so we'll see if we'll have a surge. And if it does have a mini surge up here, I'll sell for a short-term profit. If it comes back down below this white line, I'll sell for a loss. You can see what it's like when trading 25x leverage position. Hey, Crackavelli, I'm in futures. I'm in futures. Let's see. If you're trying to do... If you're trying to do spot here, let's say you're trying to buy some BGB. It's good to go, limit order, right? What's something I can do here? Let's go Bitcoin right here. Okay. 35712. So let's go 35740, which is a little bit above this right here. Let's do an amount of equal $20, $25 or so. Actually, let me 35740. So it's currently at 35750. So it's a little bit above. So it'll have to come down a little bit more before the thing would trigger. So I hit buy. Order succeeded, right? And then you see right here, it just filled, and that's because Bitcoin came right down to that price. And now it came down a little bit lower. So there's not really much you have to do there. I mean, now I would just like come over here and sell my Bitcoin for a little bit less, of course, because it triggered. Sell Bitcoin and boom, right? So it's not too bad. And oh, there we go. There's that surge I was talking about. And here we go back over here to the futures now. And we're up 12%. Well, I guess we would be up 20%, but I only had 25x leverage. I'm not risking a lot here, so. But yeah, so it's the small stuff you can do here. 15x percent profit. It'll probably continue going up here, but I don't want to manage a trade while I talk with you guys. I'm not good at it. I have ADHD, and when I try to day trade with you guys, I can only do it a short amount of time because I'm really terrified of like forgetting about a trade, I guess you would say. Yeah, I guess that too, but you guys get the point I'm trying to make with the trend lines. Trend lines are the way you guys can make so much money in the market without having a lot of without knowing a lot of the more intermediate and advanced tools, if that makes sense, right? So when you see that those basic things happening, of course you're going to use other stuff to help you out. But if you just use those basic trend lines, they can help you out a lot. And then all you have to do is make sure that you have a stop loss there. So if it doesn't work out, you're still fine, right? You may take a loss, but you're not going to be, losing all of your money. So right now, we went from 15% back down to 7% here. I'll close the position. It'll probably continue going up higher, but like I said, close the position here. Oh, when did I have long here? Oh, it's going to close when it comes back up here. So right now it created a limit sell. So when it pops back up here in a few seconds, you'll see it actually close the position right here. So you see this disappear if it pops up in that short amount of time. And see it closed, right? So sometimes it's sometimes you see the line above. If you ever feeling the pattern's going to continue going up, you could simply just say, hey, I'll wait for it to reach my limit order before selling off. I won't sell at the bid. I'll wait for the bid to get up to my ask. That makes sense. But then you see, you might have a little bit more of a dip here or whatever, but you guys get my point. I try to make this as easy as possible, but I'm not that not as good as I would want to be, right? But that's why I practice. I'll do a tutorial video later on today talking about trend lines. I think it'll be very important for you guys to learn how to make money just using basic trend lines, because the way I start off every trade is by just drawing trend lines. After the trend lines are complete, then I start adding extra stuff like Ichimoku clouds. I start focusing more on the moving averages, option flow data, what Bitcoin's doing. Everything starts off with a trend line for me. And not everybody will trade like that. Remember, I'm self-taught as far as trading, so I did it by practicing every day on the train ride to work, basically, because I had like an hour-long train ride to get into downtown Seattle. So it's that type of stuff. And you see, still going up here a little bit. So let's see what happens here. So you could have a lot of fun on this episode. That's all I'm telling you guys. And I will do a video later on today. You guys have my word on that, about just trend lines, about setting them up on the peaks and troughs, and then how simple it can be to just start trading like that. And I'll also emphasize how when the breakout doesn't work out, you got to have a nice stop loss there just to protect yourself, right? It doesn't even have to be a stop loss where you plug in the stop loss like here on BitGet. It doesn't have to be like that. It just has to be a. How do I say it? You just have to be watching the chart and trading like that, okay? Like here, I'll do something fun for you guys very fast. I'll do a $10 leverage play. Again, not a lot of money. $10, but 125x leverage. So we'll buy at 36 to 50 is a good leverage. I should probably wait for a short dip, but this will be fine for now. Okay, so I just bought there at a limit order. We're up like 2%, down a little bit here, down 3%, right? It's going to be very, very volatile, which is why I only put a little bit of money in here, because I'm going to try to leave it alone for a little bit and see what happens. But the goal is not to look at the $1 I lost, the $1.50 I lost. See, now we're down 25% just from that little teeny move, which is why 125x leverage is like the most dangerous thing you could ever do. But my point is, see what I told you guys a couple seconds ago, I should have just waited for a little bit of a drop. Sometimes I don't listen to myself. But anyway, I want you to look at the percentages over time to see what happens to this $10 that I put into it. And now we're already down 62%, 60, which is why I put down a little bit of money. But you guys get my point. And we're getting really close to tapping on that one, which will probably come down even more. So I'll probably close the position if we tap on that. If we break through it, it'll hold a little bit more for us. But nothing really crazy is happening right there. So actually, if I have the second chart on, will it actually know that there's a... No, the second ticker is broken on this one. All right. So we'll go to 1 minute. And we'll see what happens there. Let's see. Hey, there goes. So that was a beautiful trade. I learned how to first trade while scalping. But most of the stuff that I know, guys, it's all stuff that it just takes you a little bit of time to like practice. And it doesn't mean you have to be literally buying stuff. Like, use BitGet for paper trading. Paper trading on BitGet's fantastic. And Crackavelli, if you have problems with it, feel free later on to send me screenshots inside of the Discord page, and I'll look it up so I have a better understanding of what's going on. And I'd be happy to help you out with that, though, because sometimes it can just be annoying. Let's see. You heard Russia versus Ukraine war is coming this month? Oh, yeah, we've already been making money off of those plays, so trust me, I totally get you. And you see the SPY is coming up here a little bit more as well, so everything's kind of rebounding here a little bit towards the middle of the day. It's pretty close to lunchtime, I assume, over in the East Coast, and I think that's why. Lunchtime rally. But let's see if Bitcoin can have a little bit of a surge here. And if we go over here, you'll see how we were just down 60%. Now we're up, down 3%, 5% now. But you guys would have seen if I would have just waited a little bit to buy a little bit lower down here, I would have been up 60% in that short amount of time. which is why I need to listen to myself. But it was $10. I don't care. But you guys see my point. Now I'm all the way back down to 20% just in that flash, like flash of an eye, flash, bad of an eye, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, guys, that's the simple stuff going on right now. We are going to see some hiccups in the market for this foreseeable future. No, it should be fine. Oh, and there we go. Okay, so let's see what happens. We see how we had that little bit of a drop right there. We may be going back into a more consolidation pattern. But just like that, we're down like 56%, 57%, something like that. All right. Let's see. Ukrainian people buying all Bitcoin. I mean, if I was Ukrainian, I wouldn't be buying Bitcoin right now. My value, it's going to go down more than the price of the whatever the Ukraine has as their version of the dollar. But yeah, it's I'd be careful with it. All right, I'll wait for this position to go down 100 and see what happens here. Wait for it. 71. Wait for it. This is 5. I mean, in theory, I wouldn't want it to come back down below where this mouse is right here. But my thing is, I have a large leverage position, so I don't really care too much. Let's see, 65. We'll leave it up here for a little bit longer. Let me see what else I can find here, though. There we go. Okay, perfect. Sorry. Looking at something else here. Hey, I'm my man. Scary day. Hope you are all hanging on to your hats. It definitely is fun to hang on to your hats for this one. I mean, I have I sold all of my Bitcoin puts shorts a while ago. My SPY puts I still have, but I've been scaling out of my SPY puts. So, I've been making money as the market comes down, so I'm not too concerned about what's been happening here. Although my retirement account is a little bit more concerned, I guess you could say. But that's why I gave you guys that video a while ago about the big war puts. Buy puts because of the war. So I wanted you guys to make a little bit of money there as well. I want to see what happens here if we can bounce off, though. Because one of the crazy things when you trade with leverage, right? We're down to 75% losses. But $7, something like that. But when you trade with leverage, it can go negative, which is why I want to show you, like down negative 100%. It's always, I've done above 100% profits before, but being down over 100% can be really weird. So wait for it. There we go, down 106% now. And I'm going to see what happens here if it comes back down to support or not. All right, wait for it. Oh, we still have a minute left. Okay, we don't have to worry about that for now. This is the 1 minute chart. Tapping on the 20. It should break down and try to come back down towards here, I believe. But, no, not really. There you go. Mini trend line on the 1 minute. Netflix is getting wrecked. Yeah, Netflix is getting wrecked royally. Royally. I would not be in Netflix right now. I sold my Netflix a while ago, though. Because for me, Netflix was a pandemic trade. And then what I realized is I was talking to a couple of friends. This is one of the reasons I sold my Netflix is because you can see the TV I have behind me. On that TV, I have Netflix, Hulu, Amazon Prime, Disney Plus. Wait, hold on. So Netflix, HBO Max, Disney Plus, Amazon, Apple, Hulu. I pay for all 6 of those. And Netflix is probably one of my least favorite of all of them because Netflix, they don't make as much good content as I would like. Or the videos they do make, they just seem more, they're just not for me, I guess you could say. They make lots of content. It's just I haven't found any particular liking to it. Yeah, so that was one of the reasons I sold Netflix. I just felt like it was a pandemic trade, and now that we were getting out of the pandemic, or bit by bit, I don't think people are going to buy it, especially when I'd rather have like HBO Max. HBO Max has been wonderful for me. Mostly because I watch Lord of the Rings, have fun doing that. And then there was the and I have the sound system set up for the Dolby Atmos. Everything on like HBO Max is so much better sound quality than Netflix. It's like when you watch something on Netflix, excuse me, YouTube, and you know, like if you guys watch, oh, I don't even know what to call it. I forget it. I'm going off on a tangent here, but yeah, Netflix is not having a good time here at all. From here, and let's see what's going on with this one. There we go. Okay, sorry about that. Boom. All right. Let's see what's going on here. And there was that breakdown on the 5. You saw that was a brief tap or a CPM 1. A brief tap and it came back down to here, or it's breaking down now. So let me X out of this $1 trade. Flash close. Boom. There you go. So that was actually kind of fun. But, excuse me. That's basically, you'd want to buy in the breakout and then boom. Now, I would probably scale it here, sell the rest. I'd scale another here, probably sell the rest if it came back down here. But I still think Bitcoin probably has a little bit more room to run up. We're about to have a golden cross here on the 5-minute chart. And pretty soon on the 15, we're about to have a golden cross right here, another golden cross in the future. So I think we'll be fine if I would have held on to that trade. But again, it was $10. I'm not going to pay attention to it too much. That's lunch. Netflix is more expensive than HBO Max since the price increase. Yeah, I mean, I don't even really know how much I actually pay for all these streaming programs. I really don't. I get 5%, 10% cash back in some circumstances, so it's a little bit of a discount. But you know, it's I probably shouldn't have all of them, but I don't know. My family uses them too. Let's see. Let's see. All right, everybody. I think I'm gonna take a little bit of a break for a little bit. I'll probably turn off this stream and I'll turn it back on in like a few hours or so. But for now, I think what we're looking at, guys, is the market's cooling off here a little bit more. Bitcoin's having some fun here. I don't really care about this little mini chart going on, but oh, this was almost a cup and handle. I'll see you guys later on today, probably in the afternoon. The market should be fine until then. But take it easy, guys, and don't feel like you guys have to be buying stuff right now, okay? And hey, Tony, as far as the day trade, you want to wait for a breakout before the day trade. Don't buy in the middle of something that's happening. I would only be buying on a breakout itself, a breakout. All right, everybody. I will see you guys later on today around 6 p.m. Pacific time. So some of the East Coasters, they're not in bed or something like that. So I'll see you guys a little bit later. Relax. The market's going to do what the market wants to do. It's okay if you don't want to buy anything right now. In fact, I would only be buying stuff like puts and shorts right now. Bitcoin exception. But if you guys look at the stock market, be very, very careful. Let it just breathe a little bit before going in, or wait for a breakdown on a particular stock that's up at a high level at the moment. All right, everybody. See you guys just a little bit later.